Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about an essential step in the product development process: customer discovery and validation. It's crucial to understand your customer's needs and validate your product idea to ensure its success in the market. So, let's dive in. Customer discovery is all about understanding your customers and their needs. It's not just about your product idea, but also about finding the right market fit. It involves talking to potential customers, asking questions, and listening carefully to their feedback. This helps you gather valuable insights that can shape your product development strategy. To start with customer discovery, you need to identify your target customers and reach out to them. This can be done through surveys, interviews, or even social media polls. The key is to ask open-ended questions and actively listen to what your potential customers have to say. Take notes and look for patterns or trends in their responses. Once you have gathered enough data, it's time to validate your product idea. This means testing your assumptions and verifying if there is a demand for your product in the market. It's important to ensure that your product solves a real problem and offers value to your customers. To validate your product, you can create a prototype or a minimum viable product, MVP, and test it with real customers. Collect feedback, analyze the results, and iterate on your product accordingly. Remember, the goal is to refine your product based on customer feedback until you achieve a product market fit. Customer discovery and validation are critical steps in the product development process. They help you minimize risks, reduce product development costs, and increase the chances of building a successful product. So, make sure to invest time and effort in understanding your customers and validating your product idea. Here are some examples of how you can conduct customer discovery and validation for your product. Surveys. Create a survey using online tools such as Google Forms or SurveyMonkey, and distribute it to your target customers. Ask questions about their pain points, needs, preferences, and feedback on your product idea. Analyze the responses to gain insights into customer preferences and validate your product concept. In-person interviews. Conduct face-to-face interviews with potential customers to gather qualitative feedback. Ask open-ended questions to understand their challenges, preferences, and opinions about your product idea. Take detailed notes and use the information to refine your product concept. Social media polls. Utilize social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter to conduct polls related to your product idea. Ask questions that help you understand customer preferences, interests, and pain points. Analyze the poll results to validate your product concept. Prototyping. Create a prototype or a minimum viable product, MVP, of your product and test it with real customers. Gather feedback on its functionality, usability, and value proposition. Use the feedback to make necessary improvements and validate the viability of your product. Focus groups. Organize focus groups with a small group of potential customers to gather feedback on your product concept. Facilitate discussions and encourage participants to share their opinions, ideas, and suggestions. Use the feedback to refine your product concept and validate its market potential. Landing pages. Create a landing page or a website that showcases your product concept and collect email addresses from interested visitors. Analyze the response rate and engagement to gauge customer interest and validate the demand for your product. Pre-orders or crowdfunding campaigns. Launch a pre-order campaign or a crowdfunding campaign to validate the demand for your product. If customers are willing to pre-order or support your product financially, it can serve as a strong validation of its market potential. Remember, the key is to actively listen to your potential customers, gather feedback, and use it to refine your product concept. Customer discovery and validation are ongoing processes that should be incorporated throughout the product development journey to ensure that you are building a product that meets real customer needs and has a viable market. That's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and leave your comments below. And remember to subscribe to our channel for more valuable content like this. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.